Honestly guys, I've been waiting for him quite a while now because I mean he's the most powerful captain in the squad, and let's see how the developers managed to implement his skills in this game. Okay, starting with a new gauge for Yamamoto, Inferno Gauge, Hellfire State. Let's see what it does. The Inferno Gauge will accumulate by activating flash attack, signature move, etc. Inferno Gauge will decrease when quick attack lands the opponent. The more Inferno Gauge accumulates, the more power will increase, and when the gauge reaches to the maximum, it changes into Hellfire State. During the Hellfire State, the power will be enhanced, but the ratio will decrease automatically. So in order to refill the gauge, you have to use either your heavy attack, signature move, or your spiritual pressure moves. The higher the gauge, the more damage you will deal. But if you start hitting him with the quick attacks, your Inferno Gauge will decrease. However, if you manage to fill up the Inferno Gauge, you will enter a Hellfire State. In this state, your power will be increased, but you will also lose your Reishi HP over time. So basically, it's a double-edged sword. In one case, you are gaining a huge attack buff, but in the second case, your Reishi HP is decreasing automatically. Now moving on to his spiritual pressure move 1, Shiranui. Attack by releasing the flame forward. Yamamoto will be in the Hellfire State when activated. The damage will increase after activating with a longer press down input. So this skill has two options. One is if you press once, and I believe this is the force input. When they pressed, it creates a small flaming tornado, and if you press and hold it, probably it will be a larger version or just will deal more damage to the opponent. And upon activating this skill, you will be in Hellfire State mode, which will grant you power buff, but as well as the decrease of Reishi. Now for his spiritual pressure move 2, Taimatsu, Nadegiri. The technique will be changed depending on whether Yamamoto is in the Hellfire State or not. Taimatsu, normal state, activate a low power attack. The Inferno Gauge will not accumulate for a certain period after activation. Nadegiri, Hellfire State, release a very powerful slash covered with massive flames. The Hellfire State will be removed after activating. I think explanation for this skill is really nice. I mean, I don't know what else to add. So, depending on whether you are in the Hellfire State or not, you will do different things. For example, if you are not in the Hellfire State, you will do Tamatsu, which will do a low power attack, and after that, for a certain period of time, the gauge will not be increasing at all. And if you are in the Hellfire State, which is I think in this clip has showcased, you will do a powerful slash attack covered with flames, and after Nadegiri attack, the Hellfire State is removed, deactivated. Technically, you can combine first spiritual pressure move and second, because the first spiritual pressure move grants you a Hellfire State, and if you are in Hellfire State, you can activate the buffed version of second skill, which will deal more damage. Now moving on to my favorite part, Awakening. Yamamoto's performance will be enhanced by increasing the power output of Shikai, Ryuin, Jakka. By the increase of the Reishi and the increase of the damage, Shikai, Ryuin, Jakka makes Yamamoto possible to cover his low agility and unleash his overwhelming power. So basically, his Awakening, his Shikai form gives you Reishi, HP and damage buff. Maybe after the Awakening you also enter in the Hellfire State mode, who knows, but it will be really nice if they do so. And like always, at the end they are teasing his kick-on moves and true ultimate. In his case, his true ultimate will be a Netsu Jikoku. And lastly, his character outro, Yamamoto Squad 1, characterized by overwhelmingly high damage that will burn everything with its immense firepower. And that's all for the character trailer, and honestly I was not expecting anything less from him. His skills are really good. I love when each character has two variations of certain skills. For example, his spiritual pressure move 1 can be enhanced, and the same goes with his spiritual pressure move 2. The second version obviously will be much better, which will deal more damage. His awakening, I mean, I was expecting a little bit more, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see how it will turn out at the end. I also love when the opponent is behind him. He doesn't seem surprised and doesn't have any reaction. Unlike other characters, except of Aizen, we haven't seen him. And also Yamamoto, I think after his 2 ultimate, he loses his upper form and he shows his torso, and you are like this until the end of the match, because we have seen his character outro and he still is without his upper uniform. I love when developers do stuff like this. And that's all for the video. Let me know what you think about Yamamoto and who will be the next character. Maybe it will be Lieutenant, maybe it will be another Arankar, only time will tell. And like always, if you enjoy watching this video, make sure to like, subscribe, share with your friends, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!